Hi everyone, I'm Charlene from Social Dressmaking, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my recent makes. And I have to say, although I haven't had a lot of sewing time, 2026 is off to a pretty good start. Some of my recent makes and then what I am planning to make next. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing. This fleece has been planned for so long. As soon as I got this fabric, I think it was back in October from Fabric Godmother, I had this idea in my head and I wasn't sure if it was a ready to wear fleece I'd seen or if it was a sewing pattern I'd seen, but I couldn't find the pattern anywhere and I struggled to even find the original image that had inspired this. So I don't know if it was maybe just in my head, I'm not sure, but I had such a clear vision for this. So it's taken me a while to get around to it and it's been killing me because I've wanted to wear it so much. I absolutely love the colours, and just trying to store this amount of fabric, fleecy teddy fleece fabric, has been a nightmare. So this is going to be one of my next sewing patterns, hopefully. It has the best collar, so it's like a stand-up collar, and this is going to cover my microphone, but it will wrap around. I'm going to make this a wee bit longer so that it comes right over to here. We have lovely patch pockets here. I'm considering a welt pocket as well, like a zipped one, which I think would be really nice too. And then bound edges. So, and then I've just bound the inside of the collar. Now, some of this I have overlocked. I mean, it's a casual fleece. I could very easily have, I had to overlock it because the fleece was just, the fluff was going everywhere, so it needed to be overlocked. But I don't really mind. I think when I'm making it in the quilted fabric, because I'm hoping this is going to work with both, I will probably bind all the edges, but for this one I didn't mind a few overlocked edges, but then all the outer edges, the hems and all that, I wanted to be bound. It has taken me a while to find the right colour binding for it as well, so there's so many things that have held this up, and now I don't even know what buttons I want to put on, so that's going to take me a bit longer. I did have these wee like magnetic clasp ones out, but you're obviously going to see them when it's open, and I don't know, I've seen other ones, they're like wee leather flower ones which I could get, and like the blue or the brown, which might be nicer, or I might just do buttons and buttonholes. I'm still deciding, but that's not going to stop me wearing it, obviously. I tend to wear my coats and jackets for a while without buttons anyway, just to make up my mind. So yeah, absolutely love this so much. The blue and the brown are definitely my colours right now. I absolutely love wearing them. I got a new, so I can't put my phone case on when I'm recording with the tripod. That's what I'm looking for. But I got this phone charm or bag charm, whatever it is, recently, and it's actually completely just inspired my outfit today. So yeah, I am wearing it with my red sweater that I've self-drafted, which is another one of my new patterns coming out. Love this combination, so nice. And then I am wearing them with another new make, which I'll put a photo in of. It is the Vivian Sao Chen bisque trousers. I've lost count of how many I've made now, but these are the ones, I made them at the middle of last summer, I think, in linen, but I created more of like a barrel leg shape, and I have actually recorded it this time, so I'm hopefully going to do a wee tutorial on how to do that. But it's in this like really dark navy sort of black chambray from Rainbow Fabrics, and it is so nice to wear. I have loads of bisque trousers that I love wearing, but a lot of them are in linen, which doesn't really, I mean, you can wear linen this time of the year, but if it's a lighter weave, the air can get through. They're cozy enough, but just, and right now it's just a wee bit too light. So these have actually been perfect. So yeah, I am so in love with my outfit today. So happy with it. Yeah, it's made me really happy. So the other thing, so this sweater, I've made it in the red, I've made it in a grey French terry, dark grey, like charcoal French terry, and I've also made it in my stripe knit fabric from Fabric Godmother, and again, absolutely adore it. It is, oh, I love it so much. It turned out, so the reason I drafted this was for that fabric, I had this idea in my head. It's inspired by a Ghani sweatshirt, and I just loved it. And yeah, I recreated it, and I'm so happy with it. It just turned out so perfectly, so cozy. I think now, I had mentioned before how I was really struggling with like winter dressing, and I think I've added the right pieces to my wardrobe that have made it a lot easier. I feel very me wearing these. I feel like myself, so, and that is just the most important thing, really. And then the other make that I finished recently, so this is one I actually cut out before Christmas, but it was I had lost the sleeve piece from my Presley shirt, and I knew it was somewhere. I found it, so then I pulled it out, and I've made so many shirts now, like it really doesn't take me that long, especially when it's obviously my own pattern. I don't need instructions or anything, but I got it made up last Friday night, and all I had to do was then sew on the buttons on Saturday and do the buttonholes at my sewing day. I got it finished. Absolutely love it. The fabric is a Ecovero viscose from Sister Mintaka. I made the solid dress last summer from it, so it's by Paradise Patterns. It has like, it's a mini dress, and it has the sort of like scooped back and wee thin straps, and the shelf bra sort of combined in with it. Absolutely adore that dress. Cannot wait for summer to wear it again. But I had enough left over then to make a shirt, so I made the crop length, because I'll either be wearing it with, I really love it with my skirts, really loved it with the skirts, or I'll be tucking it in to high-waisted trousers. So I thought the crop length is actually so perfect for that. There's not loads of fabric that's like bunching up inside. It tucks in really nicely, and then the long sleeve and the dagger collar, love it so much. The fabric is amazing. Again, you've got the browns and the blues and lilac all mixed in together, which are the colours that I'm sort of leaning towards this at the minute. The only other one missing would be burgundy. So yeah, feels like it just slots really, really well into my wardrobe, and it just, the print makes me so happy. Absolutely adore it. So next up will be, and this one will be soon, is this quilted, pre-quilted fabric. I really hope I have enough of this. If I don't, I'm going to be so sad. So this is going to be another one of these, and I'll be taking photos this time as I'm going, so that I can do the instructions for the pattern. And yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I do have this fabric, which is an Atelier Brunette cotton and viscose blend, I think. It's called Little Tile, and it's the crispy brownie colour. It matches the background. I had thought it was going to match this, but it just wasn't the right shade. So yeah, that's going to be the binding, and then I'll also make hopefully a wee top out of this as well. I'd been thinking a shirt, but I also really want to try the Swim Style Patterns Paloma top. Jen had wore it, she was testing it, and she wore it whenever she was over in October, and I really, really loved it. So it's the one, it's like sleeveless, but it has all the like channels in it to gather it in. It's really, really cool, and I think it'd be lovely in this. And then I can see it, the jacket and my bisque trousers would be so nice together. So yeah, either that or possibly an oversized shirt. I'll have a think about it. I do love this colour, and I'd be quite happy to wear it sort of spring, summer as well. So, because it would be really nice with like linen trousers. So I don't mind doing like a sleeveless, more summery top. So they're coming up next. And then I have enough of the chambray left that I'm definitely going to make a shirt. So I'll probably do a shirt in this, and then maybe the Paloma top in that. I think that would work. I think I had it in my head I would do an oversized shirt, and I either have my own pattern, I just need to find it, or I have a vintage pattern that belonged to my mum which I could use. So I'm either going to go for oversized, possibly embellish it, or I'm going to make the Presley shirt, because it would be really nice, like a practical shirt to have, but I'm probably going to do the embellishment on it, knowing me. So yeah, I think that's definitely going to be coming up next. And I have my skirts as well, which I want to get working on. So I have 3 patterns at the moment that I'm desperate to get started with, and I do think they're fairly simple. There's not a lot of pattern pieces. The sweater and the jacket are going to be like a small, medium, large, so there'll be a little bit less grading to do. So I'm hoping that'll be like one pattern. It'll never be. It's going to take longer than I'm anticipating. But if I could get the sweater and the jacket out, I think, but they go really well with the skirts, so I'd love to do the whole thing together. But I have this, which Jen sent me. This is Jen Legg, which is like a navy pinstripe suiting. I think that would be really nice in the skirts, and I feel like everything I'm picking out here is working really, really well together. I also have a grey, like a dark grey, that I would like to make them into, and I want to try them. I've been trying them in a lot of suiting fabrics, but I do want to try them in something else. The first ones I made were a stretch suiting, so they do feel quite big now, so I want to make sure in a non-stretch they're going to work okay. I also think when I pulled this out then, I had planned to do like a blazer and trousers, but now I'm actually thinking the skirts and a bomber jacket, and there's a blue stripe running through it, so like a blue lining and maybe a blue zip would be really, really cool as a bomber jacket. So we'll see how that goes. Adding more plans into the mix. And then the other things I'm working on at the minute, I have a birthday dress to make for my niece, which will have to be done this week. I'm just waiting on the fabric arriving. And I need to make a few trousers for Emily. She has fabrics picked out, and I'm going to just do like wide leg trousers, and hopefully what I'm planning to do, because her waist generally doesn't get much wider and they're going to be elasticated waist, I'm going to put a really deep hem on them, and then hopefully they'll sort of grow with her for a while. And I also have fabric pulled out to make a sweatshirt. I'm going to grab it. So I've actually had this fabric from last year when I was making my niece's birthday dress, but I didn't have the ribbing, and I was in my local store, and thankfully they had, I mean, it's the tiniest shade off, but I think it's going to work. So I'm going to be making sweatshirts for Emily, my niece, and my step-niece. So hopefully they won't take too long. And then the plans are just piling up here, but hopefully some of these are going to be quite quick, and I think it'll be nice to have the likes of the sweatshirt and this sort of to work on in between patterns when I just need a wee bit of a break. I was in Crafty Studio 3 weeks ago, teaching a workshop down in Dublin. Seen this, it was on sale, loved it. I love this like multi-stripe fabric at the minute. The colours are very different for me, but I am leaning into blues a lot this year, and I love the blue and pink. And I also have this ribbing, which nearly matches the green, and I think a long sleeve top. I've seen quite a few of them. There's one I actually have my eye on from Sainsbury's from 2, which I might get. It's like more these colours, but I think a long sleeve top in this will just be so handy for throwing on with jeans or leggings, or these like wide leg like bisque trousers, barra leg trousers. So yeah, I'm gonna probably get these wee bits cut out, and then I'll have something to just sort of dip into when I have the time, or when I need that wee break from all the patterns and all the other work that I'm doing at the minute. We're in the middle of doing St. Patrick's Day prep for the parade. I've loads of alterations at the minute, so yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel like I need an extra few hours in the day to get round all this, but I'll get there. I actually even think this could work quite well with these skirts. It might be fun. So yeah, I have loads of plans at the minute, and I know I'd said I was going to try and do a YouTube video every week, but there's been so much going on the last few weekends. I've been so busy. So yeah, I was really excited to get stuck into get this one recorded today, get all my plans set out, and then I know what I'm going to be working on soon. I've got my ideas are down. I'll get working on it, hopefully. And yeah, I think now that this has been done, this was just, it was like playing on my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was really, really excited to finish it. And I think that was sort of, I'm not going to say holding me back, but it was just sort of playing on my mind. I also have a brown French terry that I'm going to be making this in. I have another idea for another version, for another option in the pattern, but it'll be really nice with this and yeah, just everything that I'm making at the minute. So yeah, I hope everyone is keeping well. I think we're finally starting to see a break in all this rain. So it was sunny on, I think it was dry on Friday here for a bit of the day. And there was sunshine yesterday morning. There's sunshine again this afternoon. I feel like I'm probably going to jinx it here, touch wood, I'm not. But I think we're maybe hopefully starting to come out of all that grey, wet weather. And I don't mind winter at all, but when it's constantly raining, it's just, yeah, I think everyone was feeling a wee bit down, but these lovely blue skies are definitely going to help cheer everyone up, hopefully. So yeah, I hope everyone is keeping well and getting plenty of sewing done, loads of plans. And let me know what you think of all these plans that I'm working on at the minute and my future patterns. Hopefully won't be too long before they're ready. And yeah, I will chat to you all soon. Bye.